Hello, everybody. It's Manoli here with another Manoli's musing along, musing here. How is everyone? I hope you're well. Uh, First things first. Rest in peace to Vin Scully. Um, Best to ever do it, in my opinion, and many other opinions. Actually, I think it's so accepted that it's become fact by now. But I mean, just what a voice and what a personality, and just, you all know I'm a Dodger fan, so it's just, I mean, as long as I can remember until he retired, hearing that voice and watching those games with my dad and all of that is just, yeah, he was one of a kind. So rest in peace, Vince Scully. I mean, I know Dodger Nation is hurting right now, but yeah, he had a long, long life there, and fantastic career, and may you rest in peace. And I'll cherish hearing his voice, announcing those Dodger games for as long as I'm live. I'm lucky I got to hear him. Um, just the way he could call games while telling stories that would stretch, across innings, and just the breadth of knowledge that he had. I mean, just the stats and the facts he could pull out from, just from anywhere, the memories he would share of Dodger legends and baseball legends, and just the way he phrased his calls was like poetry. He knew how to use silence. Yeah, it's just one of a kind. So yeah, rest in peace, Ben. Again. Um, all right. So, shall we stick with baseball? Um, people are so freaking dramatic. The Padres. Ooh, the Padres made a big play. The Padres got Soto and Josh Bell and crap, who was the other guy? Who was it? He just hit a grand slam. Yes, I. Oh, we just hit a grand slam. You're gonna hear about that for the next 8 years. And who was it? Why can't I remember? What is this guy's name? Hold on, people. Hold on. I'm looking it up. Who was it? Who did it? Who was it? It was Drury. Oh yeah, Drury. Yeah. Listen, people. I mean, come on. Are we really worried about the Padres? I mean, seriously, I'm not worried. I mean, listen. I'm not saying that they aren't. Yeah, this is going to help them. And yeah, I mean, obviously, you're going to add these bats to your lineup. But do you really see them making it deep into the playoffs? I don't. I see them. They'll probably win the wild, called the Wild Man. Um, Anybody ever watch that show, The Turtle Man? I must have been the only person who watched that show. It's this guy. He would go and he would like get in the mud and capture these snapping turtles. What am I talking about? Yeah. But probably win the wild card game. I will admit to that. But listen, they win the wild card game. Guess who they have to face in the NLDS? They have to face us. I mean, as it stands right now, they ain't winning. They are not beating us. We have beat them to a freaking pulp all year long, and it's not going to change. They could have 100 Sotos. It's not going to change anything. Oh, look at Manoli over here making bold statements. You gonna eat your words over there? Really? Am I? Am I? Well then, if I have to, I will. But I got a good feeling. Yeah, people are so. I mean, the 12 games out of the division lead. They're 12 games back from us. I mean, are they gonna single handedly the people that they got, Soto and Bell and Drew? Are they it's gonna single, or I guess you should say triple handedly, like raise them to success? I mean, again, if they make, they'll make the playoffs at this rate, so I'll give them that. Dodger Stadium South down there. The crowd looks more Dodger than it does Padre. Um, who could blame them, right? Who wouldn't want to pull for the Dodgers, right? Oh, look at you, Manoli. You're really rubbing it in. Yeah, I am, because I'm sick of this hyperbolic language by these pundits. It's like I never heard of a trade happening before. Oh, the Padres, they're the team to watch out for. Watch out for the Padres. Anything to crap on the Dodgers is what they do. That's well. It all goes back to this. The freaking Padres want to be us so bad. They're like, well, we can make big moves too. It's like, yeah, you gave away your future, but have at it. Again, good luck getting past the division series. That's all I can say to you. All right, little Padres, are you happy now? You happy you got your headlines? Oh, the Padres with their headlines. Oh, how nice. Yeah, I guess it's one of those days, people. I'm in one of my moods. So my parents left me. They're not coming back. No, I'm kidding. They abandoned me here. Um, no. No, it's just they left, and my sister and my brother went with them, and I had to stay because I have to work now. Um, yeah, playtime's over, people. Your boy is working along, and they went down to Florida, so I'm sitting here in the house, and it's a big house to be by yourself in. So sometimes it's a little quiet. But I have my companion here. I have Astro, our dog. Astro the Maltipoo. Um, Astro's a good dog, I think. You know, he loves people. If you're around him, he wants to be by you, and he wants you to pet him, and he sleeps a lot. He sleeps more than. I mean, we should have named the dog Rip Van Wink. What is that person's name? Rip Van Wink. I can't talk today. What is going on? This is bad, people. I've been. I did. I couldn't say wild card. I couldn't say Rip Van Winkle. I still can't say it. There was something else, wasn't there? I'm going downhill. I'm falling apart here. I'm. I mean, this is just not good. Um, Astro's a good dog. I think he realizes I'm talking about him. His little ears perked up. He's sitting on my bed over there, just sleeping away, or maybe he's pretending to sleep. Yeah, so I have him for company. That's pretty good. I mean, it's better than nothing, right? I'm watching a lot of TV, uh, old Survivor and Big Brother, and well, Big Brother's on right now, so I've been watching that and Dodger games, and yeah, it's pretty great. And I've actually been practicing my piano. I haven't played in so long, so I've been playing now while the house is empty, so I can shake the dust off a little bit of these fingers, get them back into action. Also been singing. I've been trying to learn a couple of chansons. Uh, yeah, and my music for the songs to travel by Vaughan Williams came in, and I want to learn those. I didn't realize how high they were. They're pretty high, but we'll see. If I can do it, I can. If I can, I can. I'm not gonna just do it just to do it if it's not gonna sound right. So, oh, if only more people thought like that. Yeah, they freaking, gosh, these internet experts, these opera gurus, pundits, um, they just drive me. Why do I care? I don't know why. Because they drive me up a freaking wall. They think they're so smart because they listen to opera. Oh, you can't be stupid and listen to opera. That's impossible. Actually, it's very possible. If you just go on any opera video on YouTube or whatever, you'll see about 80 idiots in the comments section. Well, this is not as good as so and so, and this person didn't do this right, and I really prefer the voice of so and so, and oh, this song is beautiful from they get the name of the opera wrong, and then half the time they don't even know what the opera is. They're like, "What opera is this?" It's like, what, you never heard La Boheme before? You could you could post O mio babino caro. What opera is this? What is it? And they think they're so sophisticated. Like, and I was, this drove me crazy. I saw a post on Reddit, and I really, I mean, if you want to get a congregation of just the rudest, most insufferable, know-it-all, pundit jerks, and there's a lot I could say right now that I can't say because for some reason I decided to make this a family show. But just so you know that I really want to go off on these people, but I'm gonna keep it PG. I'm just gonna call them jerks. If you want to add an extra, suffix to that, you by all means, you know, figure it out. Yeah, these people are the worst. I can tolerate going onto the opera subreddit about once a month, and then I regret doing it every time I do so because the post today was this: which opera character do you feel like is misunderstood? And some genius went on there and said, "Well, I don't understand why people say that Don Giovanni's music is boring. I don't understand that. He's a good person. And if you say his music is boring, then you side with Don Giovanni. And Don Giovanni's terrible. And he's a villain. And he did this and that. And, you can't, if you think that Tavio's music is boring or dry, you're siding with this villain, okay? It's like, oh really? Oh, I had no idea. You know, I had no idea that Don Giovanni was the villain. I mean, I had no idea when he killed that old guy after assaulting his daughter that he was a bad guy. I had no clue. When he got his servant almost got his servant killed at Leporello, I had no idea he was a bad guy. Or when he mocked Donna Elvira, I had no idea. Or when he went after Zerlina on her wedding night, he's a bad person. He's the villain of the work. I had no idea. Oh, and if that stuff didn't tip me off, I tell you what really didn't tip me off is when the statue from hell came and grabbed him and said, "You're coming with me to hell. I'm taking you to hell." I had no idea. He's the villain. What? That's the. I had no idea that he was the villain of the work. Oh, and then the epilogue. They all make it clear that the moral of the story is that bad guys always good in the end. It's not like they literally say that to the audience. I had no idea. So thank you, Reddit commenter, with your vast knowledge and just your ingenious insight there. Thank you so much. I had no idea that me finding Don Ottavio's music like a wet noodle that meant that I sided with the murdering, gallivanting pig. I had no idea. Thank you. I mean, what? How could you be so? I mean, you're just doing it to grandstand, is what you are. If you find Don Ottavio's music boring, which I do most of the time, because usually it's some horrible tenor, and they insert that awful Dallo Suapace, that aria that's not even supposed to be there. It was only written because the second singer of the role couldn't handle Il Mio Tesoro. Yes, look it up. It's a fact. It should not be in any modern performances. That aria, every copy of that aria should be burned. Okay, that aria sucks. It's a bad for the character. Just get rid of it. Don't include that, please, people. But it's like, yeah, I can find his music for it. That doesn't mean I side with the villain. That doesn't mean that I think he's a bad guy or I absolve Don Giovanni for all the horrible stuff he did in the three or so hours that the opera happens in. Yeah, why is it that I can't find his music boring, but also think that Don Giovanni is a monster? Why is it? It's not an either or situation. So I responded, just because you find it doesn't mean you side with Don Giovanni. He got all friggin' defensive. Well, I like Dalla sul Pace. Well, that's great. Why don't you just go sing it and leave me alone and leave me out of it and stop acting like you know everything? I've studied Don Giovanni for the past 10 years. I know, I understand the work, okay? I don't need you to explain it to me. And you're making a false dichotomy there. You don't, I mean, geez, people. I mean, if you like a villain's music, does that mean that you support the villain? Is that where we're at? I hope you don't like, who's a villain? You see the Little Mermaid? If don't hum along to poor unfortunate souls, because that means you're a bad person, okay? Because you sided with the villain. And Scar's song, "Don't Sing, Be Prepared," or I don't know. It's just it's really weird to me that this person even said all that. But it just goes to show the arrogance. They think they're right about everything. They think they know everything. They say, "Well, I'm on Reddit and I have this, and this, and I make this post here. I have this badge here." It's like, go outside. Just please go outside. Touch some grass. That's all I'm gonna say. Just go outside, breathe some fresh air. Go take a walk by the sunset. Go have a beer. Please just get off of Reddit. Go, go say hi to a few people. Just please, for everyone's sake, okay? It's just not fun when somebody has to hijack the conversation. It gets all uppity. It creates this dilemma that doesn't exist because you think that somebody music in a what is it? What is it? 300-year-old opera? You think his music's boring, so that makes you a bad person because you're siding with the villain. No, you can think that the villain is interesting and that his music is interesting, which is more interesting than the Tavio, and I don't think that's an unpopular opinion. It doesn't mean that you side with them. I mean, what? I mean, where is this coming from? Nabucco's another one. Abigail has the most interesting music in the opera. Does that mean you're on her side? Do people pick sides in operas? Actually, I do pick sides because whenever I first watched the Magic Flute, I wanted the Queen of the Night to kill Sarastro because he was so freaking boring. But oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah, I said it as a base. I said it. His music is dry. That opera is dry. It's overly long. It's just dry, dry. In my opinion, of course. Mozart was a genius, but yeah, it's like you're taking sides with the villain. It's like I watch it so I can see these characters develop on their journey. I don't really, it's not really about me picking sides. But yeah, there's been a lot going on with this work recently, actually. So I listened to Don Giovanni live performance from 1950 by Wilhelm Furtwängler. I know I said that wrong, so I apologize because yeah. So let's just say Wilhelm. I already tried the last name. I don't want to do it again. Uh, Wonderful performance, by the way. If you never heard that, please go listen to it. I mean, his conducting is even better there than it was in the film version and the other Salzburg performance. The cast is really good. Tito Gabi is, I mean, talk about a Don Giovanni. I mean, this guy's a monster. But he can reel it back too. So when he's talking to Zerlina or whoever, he can bring out the charm and the smoothness and the he softens the instrument. But then when he's talking with Leporello, he's joking or he's singing the champagne or he's just bold, brash, loud, gluttonous. I mean, you name it. I mean, he hits every beat, not only in the, you know, not only the numbers, but in the secco recit as well, the dry recit. I mean, he just brings it to life so much, and that's the best thing about this recording. I think actually, not only is the singing and the arias and the ensembles really great, it's the rest of in between is just a masterclass. That is the best Mozart recit I've ever heard from that performance. Just, I mean, they act like they're real people. They giggle, they laugh, they cough, they scoff, they sob, they groan, they grunt. I mean, it's just
very real. It's a masterclass, really, in how to approach that opera. Um, yeah, and I mean, just across the board. And Donna Anna is, oh gosh, there's no way I'm going to say her name right. So I'm just going to spell it. Um, Ljuba. Is that Luba? I know I'm revealing my own ignorance there, but just, I'm trying, people. It's, I'm going to say Luba Welich. Um, and yeah, I mean, most people know who she is if you're an opera freak like me. Mostly known for her Salome, but I mean, as Donna Anna, she just, I mean, just voice, huge voice. I mean, just on the money, perfect intonation, perfect technique, even in the coloratura passages, which, when you get a big voice Donna Anna, sometimes the coloratura is a little spotty. Not the case here. Just nails it. Great performance. A little old school, but for this performance, especially with Wilhelm on the podium, it works really well. Yeah, it's a very dramatic character. I mean, she's feigning and she's gasping and how many times does she say, "Oh, I'm dying"? Yeah, really good. It's just a good performance. I mean, if you interested in Don Giovanni at all, please go listen to that. It is vividly interpreted. Um, well, okay, that took up a lot of time. Yeah, so pundit. I think I know what I'm talking about. Okay, relax. Um, so I saw a headline today. I was eating sushi. Sushi? You think this is about sushi? Yeah, but I was sitting there at the local sushi establishment where our restaurant used to be, actually. Now it's a sushi place. Yeah. Anyway, I was sitting there and I was kind of looking at the TV and y'all, I don't watch the news. Just it depresses me. I don't want to know what's going on. If it's that important, I'll hear about it. That's my approach. Maybe that makes me ignorant, but at least it keeps me sane, okay? Because I can't keep up with all the nonsense. I'm just gonna relax. It, it'll all be fine, right? Maybe. Um, but I'm not gonna talk about politics on a grand scale today. Actually, I try not to talk about politics at all on this show, just because A, I'm sick of it, and B, I don't find it productive. So, um, but the headline today was uh, McDonald's. I think it was McDonald's. McDonald's employee gets shot over cold fries. I mean, what is going on? What happened? Is this what we come to? I mean, when did this stuff start? When did it start? Oh, you idiot! Why? How could you do that? How could you do that? Who? What was that? Lux? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm watching baseball. How does that happen? I mean, this guy has the ball in his hand and he just drops it. Who was that? Oh, see, this is look. It's in his hand, in his right hand, about to throw the first to get the out. He drops it. Unbelievable. It was right there. He had to throw it 10 feet. Oh, they let Arias go 6 innings. I'm surprised. I'm sorry. I got totally distracted. This is how I watch baseball, by the way. I have several mini heart attacks during it. So there's that. Um, oh, gosh. During the playoffs, it's terrible. Oh, it's terrible. And I've been watching in my apartment the past few years. I'm going to have to censor myself around if I'm back home watching it because I say things that are just beyond human thought during baseball playoffs. It's just, I mean, you saw how upset I got just then, but how does that happen? Yeah, so somebody got, oh, what is this? Why is it, this app is the worst thing in the world. Why can't I just watch the game? Why is it such a hassle? I have it on so I could look at it while I'm doing this show, and now I'm distracted. I gotta, and then when you turn it on, it has it start over from the beginning. Like I haven't been watching it, so the app shuts down for no reason. I gotta watch this guy make an error again. Gavin Lux, what are you doing, man? Hey, man, everybody makes mistakes. Um, why don't you get out there and do it? Why don't you feel the major league ground play? Why don't you do it? Yeah, I know. I'm not getting paid millions of dollars. Okay, I'm a dude sitting here with a $30 microphone watching on my TV. I'm allowed to make comments. Okay. What is this belief that you can't say anything if you're not an expert? So if you go to a restaurant and you order a $60 steak and it comes out mooing, and you can't send it back because well, you're not a chef, or if it comes out like a hockey puck and you're not a chef, you can't complain. Well, you know what? The customer is always right. Right? Well, wrong. Like this guy at the McDonald's who shot the poor person because his fries were cold. I mean, what is going on, people? Why are people acting like this? When did it start? When did it start? I was asking the bartender this. I was like, "Excuse me." Well, I mean, I didn't say it like that. I was like, "Could you believe this happened?" And she's like, "You know what? I think it started around 2020 when all the stuff went down with the pandemic and all of this stuff." And I'm like, "You know what? You may have a point." I think people started to lose their mind whenever that started. But it could have been a sudden thing. I mean, this is I've seen a real change in how people behave. And it's not every person. I know it's not the majority of people. It's just that little group of nutso people who think that they can do whatever they want. They just got to ruin it for the rest of us, and then this is how you end up with me on a podcast complaining. But I mean, to shoot a guy over French fries. I mean, what? That's what set you off. Are you willing to spend the rest of your life in jail for French fries? Um, yeah, I don't know. That's beyond me, beyond my understanding. Wow, this took a somber turn here. Uh, yeah, anyway, so yeah, things have gone all out of the things are all way out of line, people. I don't know. They need to listen to Manoli's music. Is all I can say. That'll calm them down. That'll set you straight. You get some Manolosophy in here. That's what I call my outlook is Manolosophy. It's like philosophy, but it's Manolosophy. Manoliosophy. Oh, really, really, computer? You have to make a noise. Really, jerk. Um. Oh, the Dodgers just turned a double play to end the inning. No run score. Well, thank you very much. I'm so sorry, Gavin Lux. I would shake your hand and get you a beer for after I was so critical of your error. It didn't even matter. Way to go, team. Way to go. Um, yeah, what was I talking? You see, I can't keep anything straight anymore. I don't remember. I mean, things just escape. I don't know, people. It's like my mind is just here and there and everywhere, and it's going all kinds of different directions. That's why I got to talk to you people. I got to have some kind of documentation so people know when I started to go a little nuts. So they're like, "Well, it happened around episode 22, and she was talking about this, and he got really upset with this guy on Reddit, and he said the person needed to go get some fresh air, and just because he didn't agree with it. Hey, listen, people, it's not. You can disagree with me all you want to. It's the freaking tone. It's this attitude, this snootiness. I'm a regular guy. Okay, I'm a regular guy. I don't ask for much. I just say I want my friends. I want my family. I want a normal life. That's all I really want. I want to be able to watch a Dodger game. And I want to be able to enjoy opera without having to deal with a bunch of snobby jerks who think they know everything. They can't know everything because I know everything. um, but yeah, No, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. Today is Wednesday. Almost, oh no, actually today's Thursday now because I stayed up late again, and I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have. Hey, why is that? What's going on with the music now? Why is that Kate Bush song all of a sudden in the top charts again? That song was terrible. Why would anybody listen to that? Da 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 da, what the hell? Um, I mean, of all the '80s songs to resurrect, that's the one you go with. Why is it a thing? I think it has something to do with Stranger Things. It's like, I don't know. I think it's too popular where I can watch it. I always have to be on the opposite. I always have to take the stance of, oh, popular thing. Oh, I can't. I don't have time to watch that. Meanwhile, I'm on my fifth Sopranos rewatch. That was popular when it was on. Yeah, I know. No, I'm kidding. I did watch the first season of Stranger Things back in the day, and I thought it was good. But I also didn't see why the story needed to continue. But apparently the new ones are good, so maybe I'll have to hop back in. Get back in the saddle here. But run up the hill and back in my saddle. That is terrible. And the way she sings it, run up the hill. It's like, what is going on? It's like trying to, yeah. There's a lot I could say. I mean, but just yeah, really. Next time Stranger Things, let me pick a better song to resurrect. Gosh, why am I such a sniffly mess over here? It's gonna be painful for y'all. I'm very sorry. It's so weird. My allergies don't bother me all day, and then when I go to sit down to do a podcast, it's like sniffle city over here. Uh, but yeah, I think that's gonna do it. I mean, this is 32 minutes. That's about all I can take of you people. Really, I've had it. It's time for me to go to bed. Hey, Max Muncy. What was that? A hit Muncy? I think it was. Good for you, man. I know. I knew when I drafted you, you would. I thought you would be a lot better than you do. But you know what? Maybe a point is a point. How about that? Yeah, he's on my fantasy team, so look at him. He's running down the base, and he just got a hit, and he's and Trey Thompson is up, and he's running up the base. He's trying to get the hit. It's like, what the? Why? Why is this a song? People have crap taste in music. I swear. And I'm not saying that just because I'm an opera snob. It has nothing to do with that, actually. I like good songs. I know good music when I hear it. It doesn't have to be opera. So just, whoever's gonna come after me, whoever's typing your little commentary and this and that and all this stuff, you could just can it, okay? Because I know that I'm right about everything and you're wrong, and you could take it to the bank. Um, Wow, he's going off there. Hey, I gotta get out of here before I really go off the rails. So that's gonna do it for me. Thank you all for listening. I love you very much. Like and subscribe and share and just tell your friends about me. And that person who broke your heart, you send me after him too. And that person that cut you off while you were driving, I'll get after it for you. I fight for you people, my listeners. I'm a man of the people. I'm sticking up for the little man. I am the little man. I'm a short fellow, but I can, I got some things to say, people. What am I running for office here? No, I don't think I'll ever do that. We'll never say never. Yeah, here he is, Gavin Lux. I'm sorry, I made fun of you for your error there. Can you get a hit? Let's see, people. See what is it? Top of the eighth, 2 out, man on first, 3-0 Dodgers. Let's see. First pitch is low outside, way outside, ball one. Listen, I'm going to try to call this at bat here. Lux gets ready, he's staring down the pitcher intently. The pitcher whose name I don't know because I only care about the Dodgers. Oh, next pitch is outside again, way out, ball two. Lux is ahead. He's batting 295. Wow, he's batting 295. He's 0 for 3 tonight. He's looking to change that. Next pitch away. Let's see it. Oh, swing and a miss. What pitch was that? That's where I get confused. It looked like a breaking ball. Nasty pitch. Swing and a miss for Lux. Yeah, understandable. Anybody could have missed that. That was a nasty breaking ball there. I'm the expert here. Oh, let's see there. Oh, Lux fouls it off. He fouls it off. Watch, this is going to be an 8 minute at bat. I'm going to have you people listen to this nonsense. Lux steps back. He readjusts his gloves there. He touches his helmet. He fixes his sleeves. What, these people dress like they're in a gladiator match. Yeah, he's all right. There he is. He's ready to go again. It's all stance on Lux. He doesn't like to get down very much. It must be. Oh, the umpire calls time. This guy is scratching his crotch on the catcher. He rubbed the dirt and then he scratched his crotch. So thank God. Well, we had to stop for that. Okay. Next pitch away. Low. Ball three. Oh, this guy sucks. Oh, it's 3-2. Yeah. Well, if he was trying to get Lux to go for it, he did a crappy job. That's all I can say. All right, let's see. This is the what pitch is this? Oh, ball four. Lux gets a walk out of him. Good job, Lux. Gosh, he missed terribly. When he hit it was beautiful, but his misses were atrocious. This guy for the Giants. The Giants. Who? The freaking Giants. Our hated rivals. We have to deal with the Padres thinking that they're us. We got to deal with these haters, these Giants people. They're so bitter and angry. And why is it that every team I hate has to be orange? Clemson's orange. Tennessee's orange. The Giants are orange. It's just orange. It's just stay away from me, orange. I don't even like oranges. I don't like fruit, to be honest with you. I'm not a big fruit guy. I like vegetables. Well, who's up now? Who is this? Who are you? Who is that? Oh, Miguel Vargas. He's new. This is his MLB debut. He's 2 for 3 with a double, 2 RBI, and a stolen base. This kid's gonna be good. I have a feeling he's got a chance to knock one in here, knock a couple in. Are you gonna do this again? Well, I have to call this. It's 1-1. 2 on, 2 out. 1 ball, 1 strike for Vargas. His family's watching intently. You know they're very proud of their boy making his MLB debut. Oh, fouled it off. Just barely made contact with that one. That was dangerous. Almost a strike. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. I'm an idiot. It was one ball, 1 strike. Now we have 1 ball, 2 strikes. Wow, my broadcast career is really taken off here. There's his family again. His mother has her hands up to her mouth. She can't hardly look at it. She's so nervous for him. No need to be nervous. This guy's yawning like he's been awake for 18 hours in the stands. I mean, that was a big yawn, people. I've never seen a man yawn that wide. All right, his family's watching. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Let's see it. Oh, and he foul ball, grounded foul. His family's laughing. His mother can't look up. She's looking down. She's cracking her knuckles. Gosh, I wouldn't want to. I mean, this is a lot of pressure for these people to come to this game. They got to be on camera. That guy yawned like he was about to die. Oh, look, he's doing it again. He's yawning again, this guy. This Giants guy, I don't know your name. I only care about the Dodgers. Oh, the Giants are one of those teams. Oh, no, they're not. Oh, popped up. Oh, disappointing. Oh, well. And that'll be the top of the. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, the Giants almost ran into each other. Yes, you're so wonderful. How many games back are you again? Let's check. Let's check because it's a good thing. Let's check, people. The Giants are 19 and a half games back. Well, ain't that just beautiful? Oh, it's a Chubby's commercial. Oh, they got pants now. Used to be just shorts. Now they're doing pants. Are pants back? Oh, that guy did a karate kick there. In his chubby pants. Chubby's pants. You know what I think it is? That those bird dogs came out, the pants. I think Chubby's is I think they're a little hurt by that. I think Bird Dog and Chubby's are at it. They're at war with each other now over the pants. Well, if it isn't John Deere. They're a John Deere commercial and this here commercial break. How about that? Yeah, these California, these city people, they need some John Deere out there. They ain't never did work in their life. That they haven't done work like us Southern folk over here. They're so soft over there. They need a John Deere commercial on their broadcasting network. I'll tell you what, John Deere. That's right, baby.
And they're running on John Deere, and they're gonna cut the grass. Is that what that's for? I don't know. I don't own any John Deere. I don't know. I don't know anything about this stuff. One day I will. One day I'll be the guy doing the lawn and hauling stuff and doing things. That's just not. I haven't. I have not. I'm from suburbia, people. We don't do much of that out here. Cause we're driving on the interstate and it's stuck in gridlock. And we're running up the hill and we're falling back down. Yeah, terrible song. Oh, it's stuck. And it's gonna be stuck in all your heads too. Because if I have to suffer, you have to suffer. And I'm going way over, so I'm gonna call it good night before I get into call another at bat because they're on commercial break now, and that's it. Okay, end. Thank you very much. I love you all. Good night.